Hello friends, I hope you are safe and fine at home. Now in the previous lecture we have seen how to read and write from the existing file by using file handling in Python. Now in this lecture we are going to see how to create new file by using Python programming. So now creating new file, we can create file by using open function with X mode. Why should we use X mode? Because X mode will create a new file and returns error if file exists. That means if there is any file already exists, then that file cannot be created. It returns the error. For example, in this example code, file2 equal to open py1 file.txt and mode will be defined by X. If we are going to run this code, the output will be py1 file created. This output will not displayed on your console window. The console window will show no output. You have to check the file in your storage device. Suppose that what is the by default path to create a file. If we are not going to specify any path, then in which folder the Python program will going to save, in same folder the file will be created. Now it is clear the path where the file will be created. Now our next mode is W mode. That means write mode will create a file if file does not exist. The write mode will create a file if the specified file does not exist. Here, if file3 equal to open py3 file.txt, here txt is not necessary, is optional to write the extension of file. Sometimes if you are going to run on the higher version of Python 3. something 7 3.8, then it will automatically occupy the extension of the file a file type. Now here we are going to create file3 equal to open py3 file.txt w. W is the write mode. Write mode. Now this will create file only when the file name like py3 file does not exist in that folder. If there is already py3 file exists, then it will overwrite the content of the file. Now we will see the next mode is our A mode. A mode, that means append mode. A mode extend for append mode. A is append mode. Here append mode will create a file if file does not exist. The specified, suppose that py4 file is not exist, then it will create. Here file 4 equal to open py4 file.txt and mode will be A. then py4 file created. This output will not going to show, not show. This is only to understand here. This output will not shown. This is only to understand. We have to check the file in our specified folder. Next is create, write and read the file. How to create and write and read the content of the file. First one mode is by X mode. Here we are going to create a file, file2 equal to open py1 file and X. Here file2 equal to open py1 file X. File2 dot write, this is the example of X mode. Write, this write is function. This write is function. This is function. This write is function, and now file2 dot close. Here we are going to open the file. Here we are write the content of the file. Here we are going to close the file. Now comment the, we have to write this code segment at once time. First of all, we have to write these three lines of code, and then after commenting these lines of code, we have to write these two lines of code. File2 equal to open py1 file in read mode. Now print file2 dot read line. Read line is used to read one line of any file. So now output will show this example of, this the example of X mode. So I hope it is clear from the X mode. Now next mode is W mode, that means write mode. Here we are going to create a file, py3 file. We have open in write mode this file in write mode. This is the write mode. This is the write function. This is mode. This is the function. See the difference. File3 dot write, this is the example of W mode. File3 dot close. First we have to run these three lines of code. After commenting these three lines of code, we have to run these two lines of code. Now file3 equal to open py3 file in read mode and print file3 dot read. Now all the content of this py3 file will return. Now so output, this the example of W mode. This will be shown. Next is our A mode. Next is our A, that means append mode. File4 equal to open py4 file A, file4 dot write, this is example of A mode. File4 dot close. File4 equal to open py4 file in read mode, print file4 dot read. Similarly, we have to run, first we have to run this lines of code. Here we are going to create a file, create file. Here we are going to write the file, and here we are going to read the file. Here we are going to read the file. Now our next example is, see what is the difference between append mode, A mode and W mode. In the previous lecture we have already mentioned, this is add the content in last to the file. This is overwrite the content, overwrite the content. Suppose that if there is a file py file 1 and we have going to write hello good morning, then in append mode this will added in the last of the file. But if we are going to write this by W mode, then all the content of the file will be deleted and hello good morning, only hello good morning will written in that file. whatever text given with the right function, given with right function is going to write into the file only. So this is the difference between W mode and A mode. And now deleting the file. How to delete the file? To delete the file we have to use remove function. Here we have to use import OS. To function operating system we have to call the module OS, import OS. Now we have used remove function, os.remove here file name. Here we have to write file name what you want to delete. Now here 2 lines of code is used to delete the file. This is used to delete the file, and these 2 lines is used to check the content of the file. This is used to test whether the file will deleted or not. Now if we are going to read the deleted file, if we are going to read the content of the deleted file, then we have to use file to open the file in read mode and print the content of the file. Then output, what output will be written? See the output file not found, error 2, no such file or directory pi4 file, because in above first we have deleted this file, because pi4 was deleted. Then how can we read the content of that file, because that file is not existing in that folder. So this is the way to delete the file by using file handling. Now in the next, if we are going to check the whether the file is deleted or not, or whether the file is existing or not, then we have to write the code import OS if os dot path dot exist. Here we write the file name pi_f1. This is the file name. Suppose that os.remove here file name, here file name will be os.remove, here os.remove pi1 else print no file, there is no file, no file exists. Now this is the way to check. First check the file is existed or not. If the file is existing, then delete, otherwise return the message the file does not exist. In our next slide, how to delete the folder, deleting the folder by using Python. To delete any folder we have to use rmdir. We have to use rmdir function. Here we have to import OS module, import OS, and os.rmdir delete. This is the folder name. Delete is the folder name. This is folder name. Now this folder only can be deleted if empty folder. The folder must be empty. If there is any file in that folder, we cannot delete that folder. To delete the folder, we must ensure that the folder will be empty. Then we can delete it by using this method, this 2 line of code. Now I hope you have clear about file handling. Now in this in next lecture we have seen some important program by using file handling. So thanks for watching. Thank you again. Please like, subscribe, share, and most important thing is write feedback to comment how helpful this video to you or not, and what can be improvement will done to increase the level of this education and this video and lecture. So again, thank you for watching.